backflip tutorial is the one that was most requested when I put the question up on Instagram, what trick you wanted me to give a tutorial on. I got 2/3 more requests on the backflip than any other suggestion. So this is the tutorial today. I'm going to break this up into 3 parts. 1, the main tutorial, how to do the move. 2, how to get over the fear. And 3, things people are doing wrong. So let's just get into this. So when you're doing the backflip, how I started is I didn't just start here. I started here just because it gave me more room to throw my arms up. Now it just doesn't look natural. It's kind of like a gymnast thing. So now I just start here. But when you're first starting, you might want to start here. Your choice. So for this, I am just going to start here. You can adjust to here. So you're going to pick something that's about 45 degrees, and you're going to look at that as long as you can. Even mid-flip, as you're going, you're going to be looking through your legs until your head just starts rotating, and you don't have to look at it anymore. That plane is annoying. Anyways, you're going to choose something like that, just 45 degrees, look at it as long as you can, and once you do that, you're bringing your arms from here to pretty much the exact opposite. Right here, you want your arms to be pretty much just straight, and then once you start bending your arms, they'll go even higher. So just go to the max you can. You should feel like you can't go any farther where you swing your arms. And then once you do that, you want to go to like where you're like on an invisible chair, about that low. You can adjust to where you think it's the best, but for this I'm just saying here, because this is where I like to be. And you're still looking at that thing you said, and then you're going to swing your arms to the max height. Don't just go to here. I've seen people do that and they get really low. I'm going to go all the way up. Don't do that, just jump. Still looking at that thing, remember? And bring your arms up. I'm going to show you where you have to tuck. When you're tucking, right underneath your kneecap there should be a little divot. You want to have your pointer finger there or lower. Plane! The higher, let's say the higher up you're tucking, the less rotation you're going to get. So once you do that, you're going to go up, you're going to be here, looking at that thing, going down, put your arms all the way back, still looking at that thing, swing them up to max height, still looking at the thing, jump, still looking at the thing, tucking, going all the way over, still looking at that thing, until you can't see it anymore, then you just look for the ground and release. That should look like this. So the thing I was choosing to look at was this branch. It goes about 45 degrees up. And that's pretty much right where you want it. Let's just talk about some different ways you could do this. One is just not doing here and going to here. How you can do that is here's just doing here. But just lowering your arms more and more to doing the backflip. So from here, you can go from here. And then you just keep on getting lower and lower until you get right down to here. Okay. So another thing you can do is, this is what I usually do, is you know that thing on trains where the wheels, where it connects the wheels? I don't know if it's on all trains. I'm thinking it is. Is that another person coming in? I was gonna say, are we having a party that I don't know about or something? So, those things, you kind of want to do that with your arms, where you go like that, and bring it into a tuck. So, here, there. And that kind of helps with the rotation. Just going to here, it just helps you with the height. Going like that, it helps you with the entire rotation, because it keeps your spinning momentum going. Just like that. So now I'm just going to show you some other variations, and if you want a tutorial on any of these, then just say in the comments. Make sure you get your backflip before these. I don't think that's an actual one. I'm not going to put that in. super sketchy. So there you go. Those are the variations for the backflip. Now I'm gonna go to the next step. Okay, so the best way to get over the fear is with things that are soft. If you're watching this, you probably have a bed, so we're gonna be using a bed. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna make sure it's soft enough for you to land on your back and not get hurt. Good. Then you wanna make sure you remember all the technique. If you overshoot this, you might hit your head and roll over your head. For now, you don't want to go over your head. You just want to land max height. You want to land on the line where your shoulders are. Just there. And you just want to make sure to grab your legs, maybe loosely. When you actually go for it, you want to tuck it really tight. And you just want to keep on doing that over and over until you feel like you would be able to make it over if you actually went for the backflip. Another way to get over the fear is practicing the technique, but on ground. So you're gonna look for the thing, bring your arms back. Obviously you can't bring them all the way back, but just bring them to the floor, go up, then tuck. And then once you're ready, you can start rolling over your head if you want. Another way to get over the fear is to use progressions like most moves, but backflip doesn't have many progressions actually, because it is one of the basic moves of parkour, so you'll just have to go for it. A good way to get over the fear of going backwards, which is probably the fear that most of you have, is just doing the macaque. Macaque, what you're gonna do is you're gonna squat down, take your arm, put it over your head, and then just go around it. And then the more you do that, the more you can go upward and upward until you're pretty much going like almost completely upward. So it's gonna be like a back handspring, like with one arm. Now obviously you're probably not gonna be able to do that, and you can try learning a back handspring first. Go watch another tutorial, because I haven't actually done a tutorial on back handspring. And once you do that, you can come back here. So yeah, back handspring is a good way to learn backflip, just by doing back handspring by touching it less and less. So progressions still, macaque, and then doing it on trampoline. If you don't have a trampoline, just go for it on ground. I would suggest doing it on trampoline, doing the standing backflip on trampoline, and try landing in the same exact spot you took off of, because that's what you're going to do on ground. It'll get used to just the right muscle memory that you'll need for ground and stuff. So, and another thing to do is to have a spotter. With a spotter, I'll show you what you'll have to do. So, if you have like a parent or a friend that is, are you serious at playing? If you have like a parent or a friend that is willing to spot you and is strong enough, what they can do is they can put right above your butt, they'll put their hand there, so when you go for it, they can push you around like as if they're like just pushing someone on a swing. So they're gonna like push you in like that upward kind of curve motion, and that'll give you the extra spin to get around. Don't bail out though. If you bail out, you're probably gonna land on your head. So don't let go of your tuck and you'll make it over completely fine. Another thing they do is they can just grab your shirt and just drag it around. Pretty much the exact same thing will happen. Okay, as I was saying before my camera rudely died, let me just set this up. There we go. Team Ferrang made a video on sweatshirt hack where you're gonna need 2 strong people to help you. Go watch that and it'll help you. So that's a good way to build up your confidence, is using the sweatshirt hack. So go to Team Ferrang and check out their sweatshirt hack tutorial. Yeah, it's a good tutorial. Okay, so now time for things that people usually do wrong. Something that people usually do wrong is when they bring their arms back, they only bring it to like here. I think that's gonna be enough power to get them all the way over. It's possible, I've done it before, but on purpose. It was a nice challenge. and actually turn out to be not that hard not as hard as I thought. But when you're first learning, it'll definitely be hard. So what you'll want to do is you're just gonna make sure to take your arms all the way back. You don't want to stop here. Just bring them all the way back, and then pretty much the same thing. Just people don't put their arms far enough. Like it's like they're too lazy to go for the backflip. Put full effort into every backflip you can. So people just stop here. You want to bring them all the way up, and sometimes even just around like that. Like I said, other things people just do loose tucks like this. If you do a tuck like that, you're gonna rotate super slowly. The harder you tuck, the faster you're gonna rotate. So you want to bring it really fast and just tight. Fast and tight. Now, I've said this hundreds of times to people who are trying to learn the backflip. Don't bail out. If you bail out, you're gonna land on your head. It's gonna make everything so much scarier, and you're probably not gonna learn the backflip. So if you go for it, don't bail out. Try doing like cheat backflips, going over the side and stuff, and progress. If you have to, if you feel like you can do it straight away without bailing out, then go for it. So, you've made sure you're confident enough, you made sure you've learned the technique, you made sure you're not making any mistakes, and you're ready to go for it. What now? You still have that fear in the back of your head that you're not going to make it all the way over, that you're going to mess something up, land on your head. There's a lot to think about it once, but once you get it, it's just like muscle memory and it'll stay there. So, use a foam pit or something, but if you don't have the option of that, spotter, don't have the option of that, just get like a bunch of pillows, pile them up, and go onto there. I mean, pillows are soft, they'll save you. Or if you have like a mattress, like you can just take off your bed or something, use that. Maybe not, if people don't want you to. Yeah. Anyways, use something soft and do it onto there, and then slowly progress to harder and harder ground. You're going to go to sand, you're going to go to grass, you're going to go to concrete, you're going to go to space. Probably not, but there's a chance. So, once you do that, you should have a pretty good backflip. And I'll show you a few clips of backflips, and yeah, go out and try it for yourself.